Hello, I'm Miss Nicole, the Teen Services Librarian at the Grange Public Library in downtown LaGrange, just down from the movie theater. As a tie-in with our summer reading challenge this year, Adventure Begins at Your Library, I want to tell you about a few exciting adventure stories that you may want to check out this summer. To kick things off, I thought we would start with the action packed thriller The Kill Factor by Ben Oliver, the same author who brought us the Loop series. His newest incarceration themed series is a bit Hunger Games meets murder trending. There's a new hot reality TV show that gives contestants, all convicted youth criminals, a chance at freedom if they win. Set at a maximum security prison reform camp on a remote island, contestants battle out, hoping to gain the most followers and the most upvotes, enabling them to stay in the game. The story follows young Emerson, who's fighting not only for freedom, but for a chance to improve her family's circumstances. However, what neither contestants nor the viewers realize is that losing this game literally means losing your life. As this starts to become apparent, a mad scramble for survival ensues, leading up to a cliffhanger ending. Next, we have Trajectory by Cabrina Gordon. Do you like historical fiction? Maybe World War II stories? Do you enjoy authors like Sharon Cameron and Monica Hess? Then you will love this story about a female mathematician recruited by the U.S. Army Air Force. Eleanor is timid and shy and has worked hard to hide her mathematical gifts, but seeing a chance to help her Jewish relatives trapped in the Polish ghettos, she leaves the comfort of her Ivy League engineering school to embark on an adventure for the U.S. Army, stationed at Pearl Harbor. There, she is put to work on one of the most important calculations that might just help win the war, while going on a journey of self discovery along the way. For math fans, there are actual mathematical equations in this book, and for history buffs, it is loosely based off of a true story. As a librarian, I always want to work in an adventure story that revolves around books in some fashion. Garth Nix, The Left-Handed Booksellers of London, is an action-packed fantasy complete with monsters, alternate Narnia-esque dimensions, and a secret society whose base camp is a bookstore. The story begins with Susan, a seemingly ordinary girl, searching for her long-lost father. Following a lead to a high profile crime boss in London, she stumbles upon a magical plot and dangerous monsters. Luckily, Merlin comes to the rescue. No, not that Merlin. This is a much younger, left handed bookseller named Merlin, who is also following clues to discover who murdered his mother. Susan is quickly caught up in a much larger magical mystery and adopted by the secret magical bookseller society, who are fighting between the old world London and the current version of London for family, friends, and general survival. Now I want to introduce you to a couple of graphic novels. The first is Malcolm Kidd and the Perfect Song by Austin Paramore and Sarah Bollinger. For the music fans out there, the title character of this story stumbles upon a magical keyboard cursed with the spirit of a jazz musician. The only way to free the spirit is to play the perfect song, something that unexceptional, straight B student Malcolm has no idea how to do or where to start. Whisked away on an adventure that includes time travel, music history, and just a touch of humor, Malcolm learns a lot about his own potential while trying to save the spirit of jazz in the process. Secondly, we have Ghost Roast by Charnel and Shawnee Gibbs. Written in the same vein as Anya's Ghost, Chelsea Grant has a special talent. She can see and communicate with ghosts. Unfortunately, her dad is a paid ghost hunter, and as punishment for a night out gone wrong, Chelsea has been sentenced to spend summertime away from her friends and social life, helping her dad. When she unexpectedly falls for the handsome young lord haunting the mansion her dad has been asked to exorcise, Chelsea is pitted against her family in a race to save her crush and possibly her own beliefs and sense of self in the mix. Last but not least, heist stories have become all the rage these days. So here are a couple of brand new titles. In Kate Akram's story, Icarus is a thief by trade and by blood. His family has waged a heist war against his mother's killer, Mr. Black, for years. When a heist goes wrong and Icarus is discovered by Mr. Black's son, the boy blackmails him into a friendship in exchange for not turning him in. However, the son is charming, and soon Icarus realizes the stakes have turned. As the tale transforms into a dangerous love and war game, Icarus fears that he may never escape. In Thieves' Gambit by Cavion Lewis, Master Thief Ross Quest enters a dangerous international heist game where the winner prize is having one wish granted. You can wish for anything, and Ross needs that wish in order to save her mother's life. However, this Squid Game esque thrill ride is more challenging than Ross had anticipated. Will Ross succeed and save her mother's life? Can she trust charming, intelligent Devereaux? What is Ross willing to risk for her family and for herself? Read the book to find out. Thank you so much for listening. You can find all of these and many more adventure reads at the Grange Public Library. I hope you saw something that piques your interest, and we hope to see you at the library this summer to participate in our summer reading challenge. Adventure begins at your library.